Hey guys, how you doing? Kenny B here from Cities and Suburbs, the 26th of January 2024. Hope you guys are doing well. Friday night, quick video for you. And my thanks to the band. Hey, we're gonna get into a couple of growing pains with Worcester. Worcester, you have grown up. You are a big boy now. Back when we developed Polar Park, and we brought the Paw Sox from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Now they're the Worcester Red Sox, the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, if you will. People are freaking out a couple of months ago. We're gonna sell them. Baseball teams get sold. It's a money game. Okay, I mean, just look at the Henrys that, John Henry, with the Boston Red Sox, and his Manchester United and the soccer teams that he owns. And sports are a business, okay? And as you witnessed this past 4 weeks with Mr. Belichick, our former head coach of the Patriots, heading off and interviewing, so sports come, sports go, but they do make an impact on our community. So that being said, when the Worcester Red Sox came in to the Canal District expanded, which development comes in. Money is pouring into Worcester, okay? It's pouring into this sector, that sector, not this sector, but it does drive up housing prices, apartment prices, and things like that. So, I just wanted to say that there was an article in the Worcester Business Journal saying that, there are parking minimums. If you're a developer coming into the city of Worcester right now, you're building your complex, you have to have so many parking spaces per square foot. Now, those are parking minimums. So many square feet, these many cars. You have to have 11,000 square foot. You have to have this. It depends on where the development is happening, but a lot of that is happening around the Canal District and beyond. And so the vacancy rate right now in Worcester, okay, for apartments, Worcester has a rental vacancy rate, and this is from Forbes, of 2.8%, according to the U.S. Census estimates. Nearly a full percentage point below the nationwide rate. With rental unit in short supply, the parking requirements around housing developments can be particularly impactful. So if you're a developer, you're developing so many units, you have to have these many parking spots. And even if you don't own a vehicle in Worcester and moving into these new developments, you're going to be paying for those. As many cars as one might think. 42.6% of renter-occupied units have only one vehicle, and 24.7% of rental units have no vehicles at all, according to the census in Worcester. So, it also says that, Worcester is not a city that it doesn't have a subway. It's a hilly, rocky city, with a pretty decent free, public transportation as far as the WRTA, which is the second largest in New England. But as we develop, what they're saying is that there's a mandate when you're a developer, you want to develop this property, you have to develop all these parking spaces that may or may not be used, which for me is kind of weird because coming from the older model of the 1950s before, You had the three-deckers. There weren't really, there was no highway system, and there was, maybe one car or vehicle per family. Now they're all squeezing in and trying to find so there were parking, there were mandates for zoning and if you're gonna build an apartment complex, but what does that really say? I mean, Worcester has, I believe, has a little bit way to go before it's that desirable where I'm gonna move to downtown Worcester and just flee everything, and I can walk to everything, because you can't walk to everything in downtown Worcester. It's almost like you need public transportation, you need a vehicle, because if you're renting one of those beautiful buildings downtown, guess what? There's still, Main Street's still dead. So my question tonight to you guys, if you owned Main Street Worcester, this stretch, the main artery of Worcester, which it should be, what would you do with Main Street Worcester? I mean, there is not one movie theater. I think a movie theater would do pretty well right now. You have the Hanover Theater. I'm not talking about paid experiences. I'm talking like, hey, let's go see a show. Let's go. And movies have people, theaters have people walking around. It creates activity. So, let's challenge the Worcester Downtown Development Corporation. They were featured in Worcester Magazine, by the way, people that were appointed to the board. So don't make us bored. Let's get something going down there on Main Street. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a demand for apartments. As Worcester grows, you're going to have big boy problems, okay? People today, I mean, we're being sold on being in a vehicle, okay? Out in Boston, they're struggling to get ridership back because such old infrastructure, old trains, old this, old that. I mean, people can get in their own vehicle and do the thing. They'll do the thing. Younger people occupying the city, we get that, but younger people will grow a little old of that, and they'll move out to the suburbs right here with us, create that big old metropolitan statistical data area, if you will. So, a couple of things too. So that's what's going on. Watched the city council meeting the other night, and what do you guys think too? I'm going to propose this question to you. Should the city council members be in person? Okay, should they be in person and not have to Zoom in? Okay, so that being said, right now in 2023, from Forbes magazine, as of 2023, 12.7% of full-time employees work from home, while 28% work in a hybrid model. By 2025, 32.6 million Americans will work remote. By 2025. That's incredible. 98% of workers want to work remote, at least some of the time. God help me. 93% of employers plan to continue job interviews remotely. I don't know. Meanwhile, in manufacturing, the second and third shifts are struggling. So working remotely, yeah, that's great if you're a customer service rep, or someone who works for the government that helps people manage their benefits and that kind of thing that you can kind of do all day long, right? But what really drives our economy is not that sector of the economy. What drives our economy are people, kind of getting their hands a little bit dirty. So, yeah, Worcester is growing up, and when are you guys coming back to the office? All right. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you soon once again on Cities and Suburbs with Kenny B. Take care.